I spit it clearly. I spit it clearly. Y'all hear me? I spit it clearly. Y'all hear me? I spit it clearly. I spit it clearly. I spit it clearly. I spit it. I spit it clearly. I spit it clearly.
That's why we celebrating this, man. You know, we didn't call this, you know, down and out. And
Introducing the live miracle.
It's College Hoops 2K8. The Washington State Cougars go up against the Fresno State Bulldogs. Welcome aboard, everyone, as we get ready to bring you the tournament's championship game. We're here at the Staples Center. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wolfson. What's your take on this, Bill?
This game features a great matchup at the point guard position. Mason Jr. is clearly up there with the greatest point guards in the nation. The guy is a high flyer, and you don't see many point guards go to the tin as well as he does. Meyer is also among the nation's elite point guards. He's got that special knack for finding the open man, and he can pick defenses apart. Both looking to lead their teams to a win. We'll see who succeeds.
Washington State controls the tip-off, and we'll get this one started. Dishes it to the wing. Takes a three. The game's first basket was made by McCollum. They're in front, 3-0. Now let's check in with the third member of our team, Tracy Wolfson. Tracy?
Vern, earlier today I talked with Coach Smith. He told me that they want to use their quickness to their advantage. He said they couldn't think of another squad that could match their team speed, and he wants to make sure that shows tonight by getting out on the break and showing how fast this game can be played. Guys?
Thanks, Tracy. McCollum shoots the turnaround. Got it! They're up by 3. Wilson inbounds the ball. Hits it. He's got 3. Meyer behind the arc. Page pulls it in.
Oh, not real good shot selection, Vern. They've got to exercise a little patience and move the ball around. I love the strength. He fought through the foul, no problem. And that'll give him the 3-point chance.
He can't come away with a 3-point play. McCollum catches it, right wing. Shooting 2. And he makes the first. Gets the second to fall as well. Ball inbounds the ball. Walker passes it up court. Releases from 16 feet. Snatched inside by Page. Flip up and in on that last layup.
He went right at the big fella and laid it over him. It really takes a lot of courage to try a move like that.
Meyer throws it up. No luck on the three-point attempt. Just over 13 minutes left in the half.
I don't think he'll miss many more of those looks.
Gets it. Right wing. Intercepted.
Oh, the quick hands. Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with that one.
No good on that last shot by Mason Jr. Meyer to the rim. Mason Jr. hauls it in off the glass.
Credit to D there. They reacted quickly enough to throw him off.
Peacock dumps it off. Meyer, no good from three-point land. Still a double-digit game. Takes it up. Good with the shot. And the fans are loving it. They've now scored 13 unanswered points. Meyer passes it to the elbow. Thrown back.
Get it out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane, and that time they tried to sneak one through on him.
The big guy has spoken. Peacock hands it off. McDermott from deep. Too long, and it was missed by McCollum. Washington State can lock down opponents with their defense. They get up in your face and cause all sorts of havoc for the opposition. Peacock inbounds the ball.
Why use the whole shot clock when you only need a few seconds, right?
They're getting set to inbound the ball. McDermott inbounds the ball. Skips it to the right wing. Gary dumps it off. Passes back. Right wing. No good by McCollum. The Bulldogs with a chance for a double-digit lead.
It's still early, Vern, but they can't take any more time to get this thing going. It hasn't been pretty for them so far.
Page catches it. Top of the key. Wilson unloads. Can't extend the lead to double digits. But they're still out in front by 8. Meyer swings it to the wing. That last three ball was drained by McCollum.
You have to keep your head up and eyes open at all times playing with this guy.
That's right, and you never know when or where he'll find you. The Bulldogs with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Bold pass, and it's scooped up by Meyer.
Not a good entry pass, Fern. You just can't force it in there. Beautiful work to fight through that foul and get to the line for the 3 opportunity.
Tacks on the free throw for the three-point play. Ball inbounds the ball. About 10 and a half minutes left in the half. What a pass. Walker hits the quick shot. They increase their lead to 4. Dishes to the right wing. It was hit by Meyer. They cut it to 1.
They're going to apply some pressure here and with full court. Minute.
The Bulldogs will retain possession. Pokes free, and it's scooped up by McCullum. The break is on.
The intercept. What great reflexes. He pounced in and picked that one off easily.
Nice touch on that last three by Meyer. Mason Jr. brings it up the floor. Everybody in the arena could see that coming.
Except the defense, apparently.
Peacock hands it off. Leads him with the pass. No one around him. Oh, net on the shot by McCullum. They're now out in front by 4. Fresno State has been on the wrong side of this long run, and Tracy's got a report for us.
Coach Smith is very upset, Vern, and told all of his players within earshot that a run like this is going to lead to a lot of running for them at their next practice.
Thanks, Tracy. Fresno State will take its first timeout. Well, let's get back to the action. Ball inbounds the ball. The Bulldogs will try to end this run. Last shot jammed in by Walker.
I think these fans are getting excited, Vern. They're making some noise now.
Meyer. Meyer with the shot. Can't connect from long range. They've still got a 4-point lead. Walker, nice little crossover. Ball banks it off the glass and in. But they're still behind by 2. Washington State is really struggling to close down the middle. Tracy has something for us. Tracy?
The head coach is definitely aware of that problem. He told his assistants that they have to bring more defenders into the paint, even if it means leaving the perimeter open. Desperate measures here, Vern.
All right, Tracy. That last dunk was slammed down by Mason Jr. Big hops out of the point man.
He attacks the tin before defenders can react. He is explosive off the floor.
Feeds it to the right. Unloads from 10 feet. Grab the ball. And that's his 5th rebound in this one. Crosses it over. Got the whistle, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws.
Get down, coach. Get down, coach. Get down.
Knocks down the first one.
The Washington State coach wants to shake things up just a little bit, and this could be an excellent move. The group of kids on the floor play with great chemistry.
He's off on the second. Lockett has it. Outright. Dishes. Perimeter. Tosses it up. Can't stop the run.
Nice work by the big fella to get that rebound.
Leads him in. Butler goes up. Good look by Mason Jr. They're up 26-23. The Cougars call timeout. They're getting set to inbound the ball. McDermott inbounds the ball. Stolen away by Mason Jr. Dunks it down on the breakaway. They're out in front by 5.
By yourself. Go run it up.
McDermott. They got to find a way to stop this onslaught.
Well, the best defense can be a good offense, and they don't seem to have one right now.
The last tray was cashed in by Gray. Gets it. Left wing. Walker corrals the miss inside.
He did a real good job to stay that close on a shooter. Just getting a hand up will bother most players enough to make the miss.
From 20 feet out, reeled in by Peacock. But they still lead by 8. Lensley dumps it inside. Last shot laid in by Peacock.
What a great setup on that delivery. What a play.
The Bulldogs with a lot of momentum. Page pulls the trigger. Screens it for 3. Washington State calls timeout. Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams are making a few lineup changes. Peacock inbounds the ball. Leads him in, and it's picked up by Fresno State.
That wasn't much of a look. You could see that one coming before he released it.
Launches one from beyond the arc. Yanked down by Peacock.
That's what a coach wants from his defenders. Stay with their best shooter and don't give him any easy looks.
Left side. Bold pass. Lensley gets it to go. They're now down by 6. The Bulldogs bring it up the court. They're on a 17-5 run. Passes it to the wing. From deep, it drops. He's 1 for 3 from downtown. Feeds right wing. Stolen by Page. Mason Jr. Count it. And he'll have a chance for the three-point play.
He's either got to foul hard or don't foul at all. You can't just give up easy three-point plays.
Can't convert the three-point play. Peacock dumps it off. Gary. catches it on the stripe. Peacock kicks it out to the right corner. That last three-pointer was missed by McCollum. About 4.5 minutes left in the half. Lucky break for the defense.
Whoever was supposed to be guarding him better wake up, because the next time it won't be a miss.
The last layup, no good. He'll take the foul. That defender clearly got some contact as he tried to make the shot.
Yep, that's an open and shut case. He got hacked.
Tacks on the free throw for the three-point play. McDermott inbounds the ball.
Oh my goodness, Vern. Listen to this crowd. This place is going crazy.
Outright. Backs in. The Bulldogs looking to extend their run. Leads him with the pass. Shooting 2. He misses the first. He sinks the second. The Bulldogs will make some substitutions. McDermott inbounds the ball. Lensley hands it off. Lets it go. The triple was off the mark by McCollum. Mason Jr. has his team rolling.
Their rebounding has been terrific, Vern, and that's the main reason they're leading in this game.
McCollum. Here's the spin move. Dishes it to the left. Lensley to end the run. Ball hauls it in. That's his 10th rebound in this one.
That was a much quicker shot than they might have liked, but it was a pretty open look, so it's tough to fault him.
Gary takes it up.
He wasn't having any of that. He'll think twice before coming inside on him again.
The last basket is nailed by Mason Jr. McCollum inbounds the ball.
Everything's working for them right now.
There's plenty of time left, but things better change pretty quickly, or we could be headed for a blowout. Gets it. Left wing. McCollum. Good from three-point range. He's shooting 42% from beyond the arc. From downtown. Sunk by Mason Jr. And they're now up by 21. Lensley bounces it to the elbow.
2 minutes.
Feeds it to the wing. McCollum shoots it. Butler hauls it down inside. 1:48 left in the first half.
Usually that shot drops every time. I'm not sure what went wrong there.
Misfired on that last three by Carter. Peacock passes to the wing. Collected inside by Butler. Mason Jr. tosses it up court. Stealed by Washington State. McDermott catches it down low. The D was really waiting for him there.
That's how you do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
The Bulldogs with a comfortable lead. Takes it up.
That's another rebound for a team that's doing a great job on the boards. They've got a big edge there today.
Shooting 2.
And He makes the first. Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs. And he'll come away 1 of 2. Ball can't finish at the rim. But they're still up by 22.
Stay with him, stay with him. Watch baseline.
Schneiderman. Gary. Nice little crossover. The three-point attempt missed by McCollum. 39 seconds left in the first half.
That's another rebound for a team that's doing a great job on the boards. They've got a big edge there today.
Carter, it's in for 3. They got on this roll a while ago and just haven't looked back.
Yo, yo, yo. Play the ball, play the ball. Check outside. You got him middle. Back door.
Gary dumps it off. McCollum takes the shot. Can't put an end to the scoring drought. That's the half. And we're headed to the locker room with the score 56-31. What do you think of the first half, Bill?
I can't think of too much good to say about this game, so Vern, maybe you can do play-by-play and color.
They shot 23-pointers.
And now it's time to show you our player of the half. Bill?
Mason Jr. has been lights out from the floor, Vern. It must feel like he's throwing the ball in the ocean. Every shot he takes goes through, and he looks absolutely unstoppable.
Solid performance from our player of the half.
nothing of Coach Stig and the rest of his staff, but I did ask. I said, is he a guy that when you decide to walk away
Oh, I didn't know he was injured.
to the program too, and it was a second, he goes 100%.
We're all set to begin the second half, so let's get back into it. Wilson inbounds it to start the second half. Has it out left. Butler skips it far side. Right corner. The three-pointer was no good by Page. But they're still out in front by 25. Ball is tagged with the reach, and that's foul number 2 for him.
You're never going to get away bumping the ball handler on a steal attempt. Too aggressive.
Goes up. And here's the State Farm drive of the game.
This guy is fun to watch, Vern. He can really fill it up.
Tracy Wolfson has more on what went on at halftime. Tracy?
Well, at halftime, I talked with Coach Smith. He felt it wouldn't be classy to run up the score and was going to change things in a way to make sure that doesn't happen. He went on to say that he wasn't going to mix up his rotation, even though he knows he has talent on the end of his bench. He felt that the players he used in the first half give him the best chance of winning this game, and he won't stray from that game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, Tracy.
Such great instincts. He knew exactly where the ball was going.
McCollum raises up, misses the jumper.
He's got to make that shot, Vern. No excuses.
Mason Jr. Good from downtown. 23 points, and he leads all in scoring. Dishes to the right side. McCollum gets it to fall. He's shooting 40% for the game. It's stolen by Gary.
I'd love to see that. He was lurking around, then pounced. Such a thief, Vern.
Passes it to the elbow. Shoots from 13 feet. Hit the left iron, but missed by McCollum.
The D knows he can make that shot unchecked, and he did a good job staying with him on the play.
Stolen. The Cougars need to find some answers here. Passes right side. Leads him in. That will be a goaltend. Both teams are making substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Fresno State calls time.
Yes. You better come ask me with your mouth and call me.
That's why I came up the steps. I called you.
That's what the fuck you gonna fix with it? You better fix some beans
I said
and the rest of my goddamn eggs.
that's why I came up the steps.
Put some sugar in my shit.
The hell?
You know I ain't gonna stop walking in 30 minutes.
I'm like, let me downstairs because none of that girl beef is still down there.
Quit. Get the fuck on. Do it. The fuck? I'm hungry. Well, just take the car with you tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'll go to the store tomorrow. I need an outing in
You
here.
want me to go with you, if you have, because you have a
Yes.
if you let me just say,
I said wake me up.
now yesterday you did.
I I did say it. He said, wake me up when you get up. I said that yesterday and the day before. I said, I'm going to just get up when you get up, so wake me up.
The Bulldogs are making some wholesale changes.
Mama. Your father. My bad.
Wilson inbounds the ball. Mason Jr. tosses it up court. Pulled in by Lang. The Cougars down big. Lensley goes up, lays it right in. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Mason Jr. with the full court lob. Ball. Nails it from the wing. They're ahead, 64-38. The Cougars are really struggling.
She got you, man.
Has it outright. Schneiderman beats it far side. Schneiderman grabs the offensive rebound. High post. Lensley puts it up, drops it in from beyond the arc. But they're still down by 23. Hangs. The lay-in was good by Mason Jr. Washington State calls timeout. Timeout on the floor.
Okay. Mr. Big Box. Sit down. Come on. Come on. Boy, you look like it was a whole fucking maze the way you just stepped around my feet, bro.
Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball.
I didn't do that. The girls did.
Schneiderman inbounds the ball.
And Sage not allowed to hit them.
Bounces it to the right. Meyer takes the shot. Misses the tough shot.
Hit me and
Leads him with the pass. The layup was dropped in by Page. He's got 13. The Cougars have got a lot of ground to make up. Tosses it up. Misses the long one.
He was knocking down threes earlier, but it looks as though he's lost his touch a little bit.
Mason Jr. hangs and hits. And they're now out in front by 29. Under 11 minutes left in the second half. Lensley on the money. He's got 11. Butler inbounds the ball. Mason Jr. passes it up court. Slammed home the ball. That gives him a double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds. Leads him with the pass. And it's gathered up by Wilson.
These people aren't loving it. You think it's getting loud in here or what?
Last shot dunked down by Mason Jr. Washington State is really struggling. Has it right side from 8 feet. Bounced off the front rim by Meyer.
That could be a lift for the defense. When you stop a scorer like him inside, it's always a boost.
The last shot jammed in by Wilson. Under 10 minutes left in the second half.
I love that they're staying aggressive and trying to keep building that lead up.
Meyer for 3. Wilson gets the rebound.
Credit the defense there. They got out on him and they forced him to rush it a little.
That last 17-footer was missed by Page. Passes to the elbow. Butler. Count the basket and the foul.
A superior effort to fight through the foul and put it down. Strong move, Vern.
Both teams are making substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Foul shot is good for a three-point play. Schneiderman inbounds the ball. Meyer is really struggling out there. Skips it to the baseline to put an end to the run. Nothing but net by Meyer. They're now behind by 32. Ball catches it left side. McCollum yanks it down. Under 9 minutes left in the second half. Feeds baseline. McCollum releases from 16 feet. 20 points, and he's the top scorer for his team. Takes it up. A monster stuff by Page. He's shooting 60% for the game. Washington State is really struggling. Meyer, the spin move. McDermott. McCollum shoots. Misses from the high post. Washington State is not doing a very good job on the boards today. And Tracy has a report from their bench.
The head coach is looking pretty frustrated, Vern. He just turned to his bench and said, "What do we work so hard for in practice if we're just going to roll over at game time?" We'll see if they pick up the intensity.
Thanks, Tracy. Meyer off the mark with the three ball. He'll make that one most of the time.
Boy, the D got a break on that one.
Last shot laid in for ball. McDermott inbounds the ball. The Cougars need to find some answers here. Gets it inside. McDermott feeds it to the top of the key. Last tray off the mark by Gary. Not his shot.
It's up to the coach to put the right people in the right places. It didn't happen there.
That last dunk was slammed down for ball. Just over 7 minutes left in the second half.
The Washington State coach doesn't look happy. He's going to try and turn things around with this timeout.
Don't worry. It's a 5-game series. Got 4 more to go.
Getting set to inbound the ball. Both teams are going to make some substitutions. McDermott inbounds the ball. Dumps it off. High post. Fires. It's blocked.
Get it out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane, and that time they tried to sneak one through on him.
The big guy has spoken. The Cougars will try to put a stop to this run. Swings it to the left wing. The three-point shot was offline by Lensley.
He might have been thrown off by how wide open he was.
Evans Miller hands it off. Gray nails it. They've now thrown in an amazing 19 unanswered points. The alley-oop.
This This game plan is simple. Just get him the ball. He's your main guy.
Lethal. He is so hard to defend. Leads him in. Gray. Carter lets it go. Evans Miller grabs the rock. Unloads. The trifecta by Carter. He's 2 for 3 from deep. Washington State is really struggling. Dumps it down low. Peacock backs him down with the fadeaway. The Bulldogs call time. Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball. Gray inbounds the ball. Mason Jr. dumps it off. The three-pointer hit by Gray. He's shooting 100% from long range. The Cougars down big. Pass, corner. McCollum releases. Can't return the favor with his own three.
Might have rushed that one just a little bit. There was plenty of time on the shot clock, but he got a little over anxious.
Goes to the crossover. That last shot, good by Mason Jr.
They're in the home stretch, Vern, and if they keep making plays, it's all theirs.
Peacock. Off the front rim and out.
A little sloppy on the release.
You're right. Just a little, but it cost him there. Ball. Dishes to the right wing. Outright. Passes it to the right side. Shoots from 13 feet. All net. He's 8 for 12 for the game. The Cougars will try to put a stop to this run. Lensley. Bounces it to the corner. Peacock gets the board inside. Off target on the last layup. He must have thought someone was rotating over to block that.
You can't lose concentration even for a second.
Last shot missed by Mason Jr. Bounce pass to the elbow. Throws it up. The three-pointer was drained by Lensley. But they're still down by a ton. And it's controlled by Washington State.
Oh, the quick hands. Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with that one.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fresno State. Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
Substitution on the court.
McDermott inbounds the ball. McCollum. That last tray, no good.
That's just a blown assignment by the defense. You can't afford too many of those.
Stolen away by Washington State. Usually a gimme for him is missed by McDermott. Carter with the crossover. Bricks it off the front iron. But they still lead by a ton. McBridle is whistled for reaching in, and that's his first foul of the game. The Bulldogs are making a few lineup changes.
Oh, you can't come across the body like that. That is a textbook reach.
skips it to the baseline. Gary swings it to the right wing. Meyer, the bank shot won't fall.
Well, the defense should realize they got lucky on that one. He'll drill that shot 9 out of 10 times.
That last basket was nailed by Mason Jr. 2:28 left in the game. Evans Miller corrals the miss. Lucky break for the defense.
Whoever was supposed to be guarding him better wake up, because the next time it won't be a miss.
Wilson hands it off. Uses the crossover. Last attempt off the mark by Mason Jr. Tries again. Evans Miller snatches the offensive rebound. Lob to the elbow. Wilson. McDermott corrals the miss off the nice box out.
Beautiful rebound. Boxed his man out and never let him regain position.
Catches it, top of the key. Gary lobs it to the paint. Errant last shot by Meyer.
Just couldn't find any room to move down there. That's about the only way to stop him.
Defensive foul. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting 2.
He can't get the first. Ball is needed out on the floor. He didn't get much of a rest. Good on number 2. McDermott inbounds the ball. The Cougars need to find some answers here. Meyer puts it up. Can't connect on the quick shot.
I wouldn't bet on him missing that one again.
Page dumps it off. Shoots it. Off the mark on the deep 3 by Mason Jr. But they're still up by a ton. Dishes it to the top of the key. Fouled hard there. He'll get 2 free throws.
Third team foul. Shooting 2.
Knocks down the first one. He gets the second to fall as well. Picked off by Peacock, and that'll be his third steal so far. The last layup was dropped in by Meyer.
When you've got height like that, you can really control the game.
No question. He can pass the ball where he wants to and really orchestrate the attack.
Shooting 2.
Can't sink the first. He sinks the second. Peacock inbounds the ball. 48 seconds left in the game. McCollum passes to the left. Meyer raises up. Can't get the bucket from 18 feet. Shoots the 3. Misses by Mason Jr.
I think this game is out of reach, Fern. There's just not enough time left for a comeback.
That last 3-pointer was missed by Meyer. Mason Jr. puts it up, gets the 3-pointer to go.
They should hold on to the lead, Vern. If they play smart, they can walk away with the win.
Behind the arc. Missed long by McCollum.
What a turnaround. He was reining those in before, but all of a sudden, he's gotten a little cold out there.
That last 3 ball was drained by Mason Jr. Doesn't get it. And that's the ball game. The Bulldogs blow out Washington State 109-58. And now it's time to show you our player of the game. Now let's go back to Greg Gumbel with today's version of the Pontiac game-changing performance.
Thanks, Vern. Welcome, everyone, to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel, and we're set to bring you the Pontiac game-changing performance. Nothing gets into the head of an opponent more than a highlight reel jam. The Fresno State Bulldogs slam the door on their opponents with big-time dunks like the one you're seeing here. This is a dunk his teammates will be buzzing about for a while. Look at the fury with which he throws it through the hoop.
Thank you, Greg. This is Vern Lundquist for Tracy Wolfson and Bill Raftery. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of college hoops on 2K Sports.
I let they ass up shooting that ball.
Those plays aren't going to get done. Up the middle for 4 yards is not going to do anything.
He stepped up and he stepped up.
Continuing to go on 16 plus plays now.
Show them.
And from here on out, you're going to walk over on the sideline. Nolan Henderson saying, Coach, we need to put the pedal on the gas. It is the fourth quarter. We can't afford to be
only missed 8 3-pointers.
Anymore without putting up big points. Mateo Van Damian, the backfield now. Haven't seen Dejon Lee since he came off the field.
So many turnovers there. Damn, 53 rebounds.
4th and 1.
Ooh, Jesus.
Design run, and Nolan Henderson is going to be short.
That's because they shot that 3-pointer too much, man.
That was Backus.
Him, McCollum.
That was Winkleman. 2 defensive stars this afternoon.
Dante got scared and they shoot the ball low.
Because you've got Nolan Henderson in here running an Anthony Paoletti play.
Lockett ain't hit shit.
In this quarterback power. And I understand the thinking. I'm saying, all right, we'll break a tendency.
Lindsey got his money. I can say that. Lindsey got his money.
But I would rather in this portion of the game have my players doing what they do best. And that is not what Nolan Henderson on a bad game or this offensive line has done best. Block out of spread formations for a quarterback with a bad game. I mean, if I'm given a helmet sticker of college football final like we do each and every football Saturday, myself, Jesse Palmer, Joey Galloway,